Most people approach preparedness the same way. Something worries them. They search online. They buy something. A flashlight. A bag. A knife. A radio. It feels productive. It feels like progress. But without a framework, every purchase is just noise. Every action is disconnected from the one before it and the one after. Real preparedness isn't a collection of things. Real preparedness must be a system. And every system needs a doctrine. These are 6 principles that change how you think before you act. Before any decision, you need to answer one question. What are you actually preparing for? Not in abstract. Not emergencies in general. A specific scenario. A specific context. A specific set of constraints. Your geography. Your household. Your vulnerabilities. The scenario is not a pessimistic exercise. It's the lens that makes every subsequent decision coherent. Without it, you're not preparing. You're collecting. In a crisis, the instinct is to move fast. Do something. Do anything. But undirected action in a disrupted system doesn't help. It accelerates disorder. The second principle isn't about speed. It's about sequence. What comes first? What depends on what? Which action creates the conditions for the next one? The person who acts in the right order will consistently outperform the person who acts fast. Discipline in sequence is discipline in outcome. There's a recurring mistake in preparedness culture. People reach for complexity before they've secured the basics. Advanced skills, elaborate systems, niche equipment. But a structure that hasn't been stabilized at its core will fail under pressure, regardless of how sophisticated its outer layers are. 3 domains need to be solid before anything else: personal and physical safety, the capacity to sustain essential functions through energy, and access to the resources and communication needed to coordinate. Stabilize the core. Then, and only then, expand outward. Modern infrastructure is convenient, but it is not reliable in emergencies. Power grids, internet connectivity, cloud services, mobile networks, these are enhancements to a functioning preparedness system, not the system itself. A preparedness framework that depends on any of these has already introduced a critical point of failure. The baseline must function without them. Everything connected is a bonus. Nothing connected is the foundation. Self-sufficiency and off-grid are not paranoia. They are the only honest starting point. There are 2 distinct modes in preparedness, and confusing them is one of the most common and costly mistakes. The first is the learning mode, absorbing knowledge, building skills, organizing resources, running through scenarios mentally. This belongs to calm times, to ordinary days. The second is execution mode. The crisis has arrived, decisions must be made, actions must be taken. This is not the time to learn. This is the time to apply. When these 2 modes are conflated, the result is paralysis exactly when clarity is most needed. Build the system in peace. Activate it under pressure. Information alone does not create resilience. You can read extensively, accumulate resources, follow experts, and still be operationally unprepared. The difference between information and capability is structure. Knowledge organized for application, indexed, accessible, immediately actionable, becomes a tool. Knowledge stored passively remains a mere intention. Ask yourself, if the disruption began tonight, could you access what you know in a way that actually helps? If the answer is uncertain, the knowledge isn't ready. And neither are you.